I survive every toil, every snare. I'm alive, I'm alive. That song that was written and sang by none other than Marvin Sapp. Here I am, and the words, that verse says, "Here I am, I'm still standing. Here I am, after all that I've been through. I survived every toil, every snare. I'm alive, I'm alive." It is the month of October, and it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and also Domestic Violence Month. And so, as a survivor of breast cancer and a survivor of domestic violence, I have a mandate on myself every year to come and just encourage someone, to love on someone, just to give out some information. When I was diagnosed in 2004, it was because I had just been nudged, and you may not believe in God, but I know that I was nudged out of nowhere to do a self-examination. And when I did it, I immediately, the first place I touched was the lump. And it was a nice golf-sized lump. So I couldn't understand why I didn't see it before. Why didn't I discover it before? When I shower, when I bathe, when I look in the mirror, when I lotion up my body, why didn't I? Well, for such a time as this, immediately I went to the doctors. We cannot be afraid to go to the doctors. We can't be afraid of our diagnosis. We can't be afraid that we do nothing about it, our situation. And so my process may not be your process, but my process was chemotherapy right off the bat to shrink it, and then radiation. And by the time that we got done with those cycles of those, it had completely gone. But they went in and they did a lumpectomy, and they scraped around the area to make sure there wasn't anything growing that they did not see. And so I am so grateful. In 2005, I believe it was definitely, I know it was, on Good Friday in 2005. I know because I preached a word on the seven last words, and I preached, "It is finished. It is finished." The enemy that I saw there, I declare I will not see that again. But nevertheless, I'm here to talk about breast cancer. I want to encourage each one of you to go out and get your mammograms done. And if you have any kind of history in your family, you can go before you get to be 50. You just have to let them know that, my mother, my grandmother, my aunt, my first aunt on my father's side, my first aunt on my had breast cancer, or my uncle, because we tend to leave out men when it comes to breast cancer, but men do get breast cancer. And so go get your mammogram. Insist on it. Persist until they give you that mammogram. It's an uncomfortable situation. It is very uncomfortable, but nevertheless, it is one of those things that we have that can be able to gauge whether we have breast cancer or not. Besides self-exam, you can do that in between time. In the meantime, you can do that. But here we are. I just want to encourage those who are even going through, even right now. You can make it. Keep your faith out front. Don't allow people to talk in your ear and discourage you and depress you, because God has a plan for you. And I also want to send the love to those that have lost loved ones to this ravishing disease of breast cancer. I pray for you, and we just have to do better. We just have to do better in our families. Encourage the women in your life, and even the men. If you're feeling anything that is unusual, then make sure you get a doctor's appointment and go about it. Listen, matter of fact, wouldn't it be great if during the month of breast cancer awareness, you got up, made that call? Make that call. They make it really easy. At least here, I can make an appointment, and I can go straight there and make an appointment, and they take the mammogram. But do it. face your fears and go ahead and do it. I celebrate all of you, and I thank you all for all the support that you have given me throughout the years. It's been a lot of years now that I have survived. I'm still standing. The enemy still comes at me with other things, but that thing, we cast that down. That's behind me. So I love you all. Keep your head up, keep your eyes forward, and hey, I'll see you next year.